Over the last month or so, I posted two videos about a bodybuilder from Kazakhstan called Yuri, and he's married to a sex doll, so clearly he's in the running for the title of World's Maddest Bastard. But it turns out Yuri's got some competition. A gentleman from Hong Kong whose name is Jie, I had to Google that and I'm still not sure I'm pronouncing it correctly, so for the purpose of this video, let's just call him Tony. Well, Tony is engaged to a sex doll. He's also 36 years old and lives with his parents. I think we can all take comfort from this, because if you ever thought you didn't live up to your parents' expectations or you could have done better, your parents are nowhere near as disappointed as Tony's are. Mid-30s, still living at home, engaged to a fucking sex doll. Tony's fiancée is called Mochi, and the story's about to get much worse because that type of sex doll retails for 80,000, I think they're dollars they use in Hong Kong, and Tony couldn't afford that, but he found one for $10,000 second hand. If I had to make a list of all the things I wouldn't want to buy second hand, a sex doll would be very near the top. But this doesn't bother Tony because he hasn't had sex with her. Because in his words, she can't consent and he respects her too much. It's a sex doll. That's all it's for. It's an item bought by weirdos who can't form relationships with real people, and it gives them something to put their cock in. And being worried about consent? That's like being scared he's going to be accused of raping a toaster. Tony said he used to have a relationship with a human girlfriend. We don't really need to put the word human on there, just a girlfriend. But he prefers Mochi because she's much more attentive. She never spends time looking at her phone. He also says that sometimes he gets strange looks when he takes his fiancée to restaurants. I don't imagine she's got much of an appetite. But if you're thinking that this story can't get any stranger, the couple now have a child together. I'd love to know how much she was showing during pregnancy. And they're engaged, they're not even married. That's disgraceful behaviour for people from Hong Kong. But if she's had a baby and he hasn't had sex with her, is this immaculate conception? It's a sad day for Christianity if the second coming of the Christ is a plastic doll made in the People's Republic of China, and the parents are a sex doll and the nut job who's engaged to it. But this story does come with a happy ending, and not the type you'd be expecting from a sex doll, because such is the devotion which Tony has shown to his plastic bride-to-be, that the manufacturers invited him for a tour of the factory where she was made and gave him a spare head. Can there be a better example of true love? But in these dark and troubling times in which we're living, many people, myself included, feel like we're going a bit mad. But then we can look at people like Tony and Yuri and realise we're absolutely fine. Thanks for watching.